Hello, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome back. If this is a return trip for you, I have the back door open so you can hear the outside world coming in. Hopefully that doesn't get too annoying because there is a bird out there who is deciding to wish you a wonderful day as well. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel. It's getting easier to say each time I say it. And last week, we did this beautiful setup. This is the Dollar Tree $1.25 notebook. It's pretty close to an A5 size, so it works pretty comparable to try different A5 layouts. The great thing about a spiral notebook, you've heard me say it before, you can create whatever spreads you're feeling for the week. It doesn't have to be the same. It can be completely different. So that's what we're doing. This is a pre-drawn, only for saving of time, vertical layout. And I was gonna see, it's about 1 inch and just under 1/4 for the columns. And all I'm gonna do is remind myself what date it's gonna be next week. Dun, 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 and put those dates in. So we're gonna start this on the 19th. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to go in with my Pen and Gear 0.7 gel pen. These are 88 cents for a pair. They're amazing. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to do 19 and it's going to be Monday. 20 is Tuesday. 22 for Thursday, 23 for Friday, for Sunday. Now, down at the bottom, you can see where I put some whiteout on the page because I had, for some reason, some goobers on the ruler, so when I was doing it, it left spots in some places and I didn't like how that looked, so I just left it. I used the whiteout and took care of it. So down here I have got the last 2 spaces kind of blocked off. I want to leave this open for dinner, so I'm just going to put my meals down here, and then everything else can go into the spots. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You could do it as an hourly and put in your plans. You know, let's say you get up at 5 a.m. and use each square or each row as a time slot. And maybe we'll do that another time with this layout. You can use your markers and decorate it up if you want to. This would be a really cute layout to do washi tape if you have any washi tape laying around. Of course, if you've been planning for a while like me, you have a surplus of supplies, but I don't want this channel to get carried away with a bunch of stuff. I want to keep it pretty simple and functional and just about the paper and the pen. So I am not going to go in here with a bunch of different like decorative stuff today. And I do want to disclose that I did paste these 2 pages together. The bleed through was pretty epic and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be happy with that. So I did glue the pages together just for full disclosure. That's why there's no bleed through and there's no ghosting on this side. So I'm going to flip this back over just because it's easier for me to write on it. And then up here, I'm going to write in week 44 because that's the week that we are going to be planning. And if you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I don't want to watch a whole plan with me with nothing decorative. Yes and no. I think you can, not yes and no, you do. Yes and no to decorative. So you can get decorative with a pen. You can change your lettering size and thickness and give it a completely different look. So let's say Monday. Say Monday I need to water the garden, which is true. So that's an easy task, right? I'll be able to check that one off completely. But I also have an appointment this morning. So when you do that, it really draws your eye to it. So it's not necessarily decorative, it's still functional, but it's giving it a different character. Now, another thing you can do is banners, like, I was thinking of the Hulk, like Bruce Banner, I know. I've got a dot and then another dot and a straight line. Perfect. That separates the two. We know we're moving on to something else. In fact, if I really wanted to set apart this appointment, I could do it above and below and then connect these two together and make it its own box. So that really draws your eye in. So that's an idea. If I know for sure that later on in the afternoon, I need to stop and get fuel, I'm going to do a little checkbox. I'm going to write in fuel. I know Wednesday, I'm going to do another checkbox. I need to meal plan. And a lot of times I will choose my pen. Well, kinda, because I really do like this pen. It's one of my very favorites. A lot of times though, I will choose a thicker pen if I have a little bit bigger to write. Let me grab one of my G2s and I'll show you. So this is a Pilot G210. It's another one of my favorites. It's definitely not 44 cents, but it still is one of my favorites. So if I go in here, is this really a 10? There's one of my pens, yeah, that I put a 5 in the 10 barrel, and every time, I'm not kidding you, every time I want a 10, I grab it, and then I'm like, oh no, it's this 5. Totally different feel. Okay, so on Tuesday, let's do training. I'm making this all up as I go because I want to be able to have a feel to this layout. So I'm thinking of things that I've done and that I need to do. So let's go here. We're going to do this. We're going to go down to here, and I'm going to go this way. Going to darken it up. So it looks like that. And then from here, it looks like that. So it really does add visual texture to your plans. I will also tell you, if you have a 3-hour block, or let's say you have, your work schedule and it is from 8 to 5. And so you go in here and roughly mark in 8 to 5, right? You're going to draw this line. I'll use a ruler. I don't normally. So there is work, and you can either write it that way, or we can write it this way, or we can go right above it and write work. Changing your, I guess it would be font, like doing a script versus all caps versus all lowers, also changes the feel of it. So you can really get an idea just by changing up what font and what lettering you use, how much different it can be. What is this one? This one's a 0.5. So let's go in here with this one, and let's go here. I'm going to do another checkbox. I'm going to put in laundry and dishes and vacuum. And then above it, I'm going to write in all tall capital letters, chores. If I wanted to, I could underline it. If I also wanted to, I could get super creative. And then down here, because I am, you know, a huge fan of chores, not true, I'm going to do little buntings. Those almost look like dinosaur teeth. I promise they're little buntings. I could have gone a little bit bigger with them. I'm guessing now that's probably too many buntings. It looks like a mouth. Wow. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how you can kind of dress it up and make it decorative without adding anything but what, 3 pens, 3 different points of ink or tips, and then going through and looking at this. I know I've got a couple of things that I can put on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but this is what it's looking like so far. It's very black and white. Literally, it's very black and white. Could you go in here with another color of pen? Yeah, let me grab one. Let me grab this guy. This is a 0.7. Again, it's another Pilot G2. Let's go ahead and put in here coast dinner. Let's go to the coast. Let's go to the coast. Let's have dinner. Let's hang out. Listen to the waves. That added a pop of color. Could you add more than one color? Absolutely. Like the greatest thing, another greatest thing, there's so many great things about doing a spiral notebook, is you have the power to be as creative or as functional as you want. Whatever your week needs, you have the ability to change it up and do those things. Let me know down in the comment if you do want to see a few layouts with washi tape or dots or anything like that. If not, if you're searching for that, I would head over to my other channel, Planning with April, because I do a lot of using my stash and I have a lot of stash. So over here, I would like to keep it really, really functional. I think I'm going to go in here and just kind of highlight, add a little something, because why not, right? Why not? Anyway, let me know down below. Let me know if you're going to try this layout as well. And if you're going to cut it up differently, like if you're going to make it morning, afternoon, evening. There's so many ways you can really modify this layout to make it work for you. Anyway, I will meet you down in the comments. I hope you have the most amazing day. Thank you again for joining me. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified, and then I will see you next Friday and we will do this all over again. If you also want to add some doodle flowers, check out the video at the end screen of this video because I show you how to make those. And those you can put in anywhere. They could even be like your check boxes or like your 3 priorities. They'd be perfect for that. All right, I'm going to quit rambling. I love you. Have a great day. I will see you in the comments soon. Bye.